Okay, so this is how you set up appointment slots using Google Calendar. This is a feature that you can use to where you can post a calendar on your website and have people sign up for appointments with you without you really having to do anything other than set up the times that you're available. This is something that I use in conjunction with my Google Hangout study groups. Also, I've used it to book time during my A plus prep period to where students can sign up and I know how many kids are coming to see me during my prep. It's got a number of different functions that you can use it for. So really quickly, this is how you do it. If you sign on to your Google account, your Sonoma Schools account, and then just click on calendars, it'll bring you to calendar, and you obviously can click on calendar in your grid up here. That's a good place to start. And then once you get there, we want to create a new calendar. Now, these are all calendars that I have. I've unchecked them all, otherwise you'd see a really cluttered calendar here. So I'm going to create a new one. So where it says My Calendars, click on the drop-down menu and then select Create New Calendar. I'm going to call this one after today's professional development. Okay. And if you want to add descriptors, etc., you can always do that if you wish. You can always come back and do it as well. I'm going to make this calendar public also. So now that I've created my calendar, I can publish it. If you'd like to share it with specific people, you do have that option. Again, you can kind of come back and do that later if it makes sense. So we're going to click on Create Calendar. And yes, I am sure because I want everybody to see it. And if I come down here, you will see that my new calendar is right there. Now, when you're working in calendars in Google, especially if you have a number of calendars like I do, you want to make sure that this is the calendar that you have clicked, okay, the one that you're planning on working in. And I'm going to go ahead and create an appointment slot that all of you can fill. So the way you create an appointment slot, and you can do it for a specific time if you wish. I'm going to go ahead and start mine at say 9 to 9:30. And once I'm going to do that again so you can see. I'm going to click on the spot that I want. All right, I can choose a large amount of time. I can choose a small amount of time just by clicking and holding my mouse like so. So I'm going to start with a half hour. And then up here where it says appointment slots, you want to make sure to click that because otherwise you'll just be filling in your calendar with an event. So I'm going to click on appointment slots. Okay. And I'm going to call this appointment for, let's see. Okay. And the nice thing is that I can offer it as a single appointment slot. I can have it recur on several days. If I click on edit, it gives me the option of creating multiple appointment slots over the course of, a couple of days. I'm only planning on doing one set today, so I'm going to come back here. But say, for example, if you wanted to set up a regular appointment, to reoccur every week or every 2 weeks, you have some options here where you click on repeat and then you can choose how many days, how many weeks, when you want it to start, when you want it to end. But for what we're doing right now, we're trying to keep it as simple as possible. But that is certainly another option. So what I'm going to do again is I've got my new calendar selected. I'm going to create some appointment slots for everybody today. And we're going to start at 9. Okay, and I'm going to offer these as a single appointment slot. And then I'm going to click create. There it is. Okay. Now, if I want to do another one, I simply repeat. And one thing I found handy is copying the descriptor if it's the same. Like if it's just study group, you can just copy and paste it every single time. And remember, you got to click that appointment slots thing up there. And so I'm going to offer this as a single appointment slot. And then click create. And there you go. So what I'm doing is I'm creating appointment slots for everybody to see. And I'm going to go ahead and create some more for everybody. Make sure that's clicked in a moment. But now what I want to show you is how to access the calendar and where you would post it. So the easiest way that I've found is once you finish your last appointment slot, so say this is my last one, and once I've got everything selected how I want, I'm going to click on Edit Details. I'm going to go back to that main screen, and here is the appointment page. Okay. From here, what I'll do is I'll just click on it and open it. Okay. And that will change here shortly because we're not in that day. But you can see there are the appointment slots. All right. So I'm going to copy this. Now this link is something you'd want to paste on your website, so that way your students or whoever you want to use the appointment slots for can access them. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it on my website, and then we're going to come back to this page momentarily. All right, so now I have logged in under my personal email, as you can see up there, and I am going to book an appointment. So I've gone to the link for the calendar, and you can see right here it says there are no appointment slots available, but it also tells me when the next available appointment slot is. So if I come up here and click to Monday, there are those 3 appointment slots I just created. Now say if I were a student and I wanted to book time, I simply click on the appointment slot. Okay, there it is. It's got my name. I can just click Save. And I have booked an appointment. Now on my other screen, the way that it looks, you'll see here momentarily. So this is how like the user screen looks. On my home screen, what I see on my side looks like this, and I'll show you that shortly. All right, so I have returned to my calendar page, and you can see right here where it says 9 to 10 that my personal email has booked this appointment slot. And if I come back to my Google Calendar that has the appointment slots available, I created 4. The 9 to 10 appointment slot, when you click on the calendar link, is gone. So if another student or another person were to come to book an appointment, they would only see 3 slots here rather than 4. So you can go ahead and try and book an appointment on the calendar if you'd like, just to see what it looks like, but that's how you set up appointment slots.